So this is called A New Name. The towel, when I remove it from my head, retains the shape of water in a fan, the sun's corona, a crown. My father's derived from the Greek for garland, wreath, honor, reward, Stephanos, Stephen, literally that which surrounds or encompasses. Sounds a little feminine, doesn't it? For a masculine first name, I like it. This is not a poem about my father, but I'm always saying this is not a poem about something, the name of the father, or that mine is a version of his. Although I have been to lots of parties and inhaled helium after the kids went to bed, we told sad stories in those voices, all the losses and humiliations, I have never actually been kicked out of Luca's. That shouting down the street has not been sounding very good lately. Everything continues. Turquoise bathroom wall, a pretty rolling 3.0 from the couch. That Diane de Prima poem when they're on the road into Colorado. Odetta singing, the whole world singing. The triumph of our revolution in the air. The poem where that poem goes away. When someone you love, someone Diane loves, says something banal about the carburetor, stops the poem. It's easy to disperse the whole world singing in a poem. The triumph of our revolution in the air in a poem, so easy. The limits of critique greet me each morning, afternoon, and evening. I climb the stairs at work, I reach the top. There, you will never be alone again. Marching down its face, the poster phone's orange demonic keys glow. At night when I get up to pee, sometimes I check email. Which is what Louis C.K. says about the phone and texting, the car and the abyss. Otherwise, you might have to pull over and cry. I keep thinking I'm thinking about those great lyric poems lately by Chris and Dana and Brandon and Jasper, long poems by Jamie, Curiosity and Envy. But remember the phone, please. Stephanie by Jennifer and Anna, Catherine and Simone. Remember that poem by Erin? I'm asking you to please remember a long poem by Jennifer, Evacuations, which is sort of about getting up to pee in the middle of the night. A female body. In the morning, I cross over a grate eroded from the middle outwards in public, fragile as bumpers on cars from the 90s, bubblegum in a hole in the wall of the city somewhere between particle and cardboard, putting my foot there, down. On the ragged edge, a toddler or animal could fall through. A hole worn so thin, damply torn plastic grate in the parking lot or sidewalk withstood my foot. As I crossed over, I pushed down on the management, gas and electric white trucks. I bore down with my foot, but would never reach the cistern this way. Never reached the water with a bucket dam pumped by hand in Colorado after the flood, the name of a novel by Margaret Atwood, but everything is, floods, a name on the move. One story follows another. I bore down, I pushed, crossed over the grate, drank coffee, talked on the phone. It didn't give. The ragged edge, the afternoon. I'm wearing stretch pants and running shoes. I've just passed the intersection. I'm walking by a new wooden fence erected lately in the neighborhood. I say something to my sister about money and move aside for the exceptionally loud jogger behind me, one hand on the arm, another on the wrist, and she's gone. Sound of a car driving away. White cords dangle from my ears. Hey, someone on a bike across the way shouts after the car, comes over to help. I thought he was trying to surprise you. He did. Laughing about this later, it's elegant. Surprise the only weapon, a pronoun the only thing I know, that someone on a bike thought we were friends, called him him. I wonder why someone on a bike told the story that way. Makes me curious about his clothes and skin, but mostly general admiration for anyone who runs fast. Gracefulness, efficiency, professionalism. I feel cared for, like in a store. Well handled, tenderly, me and the phone skid to an end before the upgrades included in our contract. This experience common as being in debt, purchasing food, or I don't know, having hair, not having hair, buying a phone on Craigslist.